Yep, second episode of the ID bus as a windsurf van. As I told you in the first story, part one, the long one, the goal of this car is to have a car that can seat 7 people, but also be used as my old van. Of course, the car is smaller and it has the battery pack, so the inside dimensions are smaller. Also, the outside dimensions are a bit smaller, and that's nice for driving. Also, it's about 30 centimeters shorter, and you actually feel that. You can see some of the mast has to point out in the driver cabin a little bit, but and also the boards are just right behind me, so that actually is pretty good, so they can't fly anywhere. Also, please notice that my long boards are 233 long, and the foil board is 85 wide, so it fits perfectly in the height, no problems. But it's only 211 or 210 long, so bear that in mind if you're considering, even though this is the long wheelbase, that the room is limited lengthwise. You could put if you have longer boards, they could stick in the middle and stick together with the mast, stick a little bit between the two driver's seat. That wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, and now you might say, but you have way more boards than just 2 boards, and yeah. The idea is for this car, if I go to a regatta or racing, I always take my big camper van because I can have food and stuff, and I can shower, and I can bring 3 boards, 4 boards, super easy, and a lot of sails. But most of the time, I only need like the medium board and the foil board. And for that, I might be needing 6 sails. Then I'm covered from 6.3 to on the fin to 7.7, and from 6.8 to 8.8 with 3 sails on the foil board, and that would cover, like, I think 95% of the times I go windsurfing, it's in those conditions. Then we have some low-end fin conditions. Of course, if the water is too low, but then I just take out my foil board, and then I can put in my big fin board instead. And also, as you can see behind me, even with I think I have 5 sails right now, 4 or 5 masts, 3 booms. There's room on top for at least 1 or 2 boards, no problem, or more sails or more booms. So I think. But the more you pack in, the more you have to take out. Of course, when you get to the beach, as you can see, my foil bag is a little bit tucked in between the boxes here. Fits super perfect, just fits perfect in the gap here, so it can't slide or anything. That's super nice, and it's also just a little bit under, so it don't get hit by the boards and the mast. So actually a great place. But of course, I have to take out these boxes and these boxes, then I can slide it out. And yeah, so I think the setup for 90% of the times going windsurfing, this will be more than enough of room for me. Also, if I bring one of the kids, my daughter, we can easily fit an extra board and extra sail and stuff for her. So I think for me, I hope, but now it's still, as you can see, I have a lot of clothes on. It's -1 degree here in Denmark. Here in the sun, it's okay. It's super nice. Not that much wind today. It was -4 in the morning, so there's a bit of time before I go back on the water. Yeah, I just don't like to sail when it's below 0 and not below 5 degrees. So yeah, so the whole idea of this car is kind of a little bit downsizing, because the car is a little bit smaller than a van, and also it takes care of 2 things. The van could only move stuff. It was only a 3-seater, and this one is a 7-seater, but it can still move quite a lot of windsurf gear without putting a trailer on it. And it can be as you can see with the tarp, it's super easy. Just fold the seats down, put the tarp in. The tarp, it takes like not even 2 minutes just to strap it in the 2 straps, and then you're pretty. Then the water will hopefully drain here or just lay in the tarp, and then we can. Yep. So even as a thought, because I haven't used my gear in a long time, that it was completely dry, I actually realized that the tarp was a good investment. I don't know if you can see it, but there's quite a lot of water here. And yeah, now it's not here. Now it's in the tarp, and I can just go put it in the sun and dry it out. So that's super nice, working as it should. So I'm pleased with that. Yeah, so could actually take off the headrest and slide the seats all the way back here, and then I would have more space here between the front seats, so that would open up some space. Also, there's great place here, and on the other side I have the cable there. So yeah, learning all the time. So take it out, and if it's a rainy day, and yeah, so it's super quick to reverse the car from a people carrier to a windsurf equipment carrier, and that was the whole idea, just to have like the best of both worlds. It will always be a compromise because it's a bit harder to get the lower parts here. I might have to take a little bit of more stuff in and out to get to some of the stuff, but still I think it's yeah, it's a great great car for doing this. Of course, I have to try it out. I also have to get a key box that is isolated so that the key don't accidentally open the car when you're outside and stuff. But actually, you can easily go into the menu, the settings, because that of the key and the keyless entry and keyless out, I have you can turn it off easily. Just 3 or 4 presses on the screen, you turn the keyless access on and off, so then you're secure that you only lock the car when you're outside, so you don't leave the key inside and stuff. So I think that is great that you have the opportunity to decide whether or not you want the keyless entry, and easily to put it back on. It's not something that has to be coded or anything. Yeah. So a quick video about how to fit the windsurf gear inside the ID bus without removing any seats. Bear in mind, this is the long wheelbase. I don't know, for wave riding, really short boards, you can probably fit it all in a short or normal wheelbase, as it's called. Yeah, but yeah, I think this is working out really good for me. I have to test it, of course, but just the ability to just fold the seats down, put the tarp in, take the gear from the one car and put it in the other car. Super easy, and super easy to reverse it, to move it from car to car. I don't have to repack anything. Maybe these two will get a box like this, but then it doesn't fit in my other one. Yeah, we'll see, but definitely a lot of room, and yeah, can't wait to go on my first windsurf trip with this setup, hopefully soon, and produce some windsurf content. But for now, I'll test this setup in real life, and then I'll get back to you with the part 3 of the ID bus as a windsurf van. Hope you enjoy, throw a like, and please subscribe. It helps a lot.